Hey guys, what's going on? Back at it with another Master Duel video. This time we are coming in and looking at the Limit 1 Festival. So far, I have done very well with this deck I've constructed. I've lost two matches, won 14. Some of the matches are going to be better than others, as always. We're going to go into the first duel here. And let's see what I'm playing against. I actually really like this hand. Oh, this deck is actually pretty crazy. I'm pretty sure they set up a really ridiculous board, especially for the way that this event is kind of set up. Um, I have absolutely no clue what almost any of these do. I missed this part of the game. I do know this guy is really good, and so is the Exceed version, the one that we already saw. Um, again, Forstrix is amazing. I know that. Okay, I don't know what else is going on here. I don't even think I'm paying attention because I don't have any hand traps anyways, and I have the Dark Ruler, so depending on what all he ends up doing, I'm not particularly worried. Okay, so the Redoer was a bit of a problem. And let's see, what did he get? He got the Whispers off the top of the deck, which I'm not worried about at all. So that's fine with me. Dark Ruler, Summon Purple, go into, or search out Blue. Summon Blue, I really thought that he was going to Fog Blade the purple, but I was going to dodge out, so he does the right thing by getting the blue. So what I do here is I send out the Bombard just in case I happen to draw into any of the Orcus monsters, or obviously it still would have made that play, but it would have been better if Blue Sky had gone through, because then I could still use Bombard to special summon Girsu. Anyways, at this point, I grab a trap. I have a monster negate on the board right here, so I'm going to go ahead and get a destruction effect. And it's time to make the fusion. With the fusion here, he uses this thing and turns his Redoer into this guy, which I did not read. So I make a really big mistake in a little bit. But I search for a level 8 to special summon here, and at this point I'm going to make the level 11 Synchro. So here he gains 600 attack, and I bounce everything except for this right here and the Phantom Knight Fog Blade. I wasn't worried about the Fog Blade, but this is something I should not have destroyed like I did. So I learned that lesson right now, because he's about to make Ultimate Falcon, which is a problem, because it can't be affected by anything. However, I didn't read, but nobody reads Morningstar, so everyone knows not to put stuff inside of Midnight columns, so they usually end up trying to avoid it. I'm gonna go ahead and negate this Gagaga column, and because of the way everything's set up, he's not able to destroy anything. I'll get rid of his back row because I know that now I have a way to out his play. So now I'm just gonna go through Boral Sword, use Harpour to special summon Symbol so I can do 2 attacks, and just finish up the duel this way. So I still win that duel, but I would have been a lot better off had I bounce the level 7 Exceed monster. So, the next video, this one I actually lose. I think that I get... I don't remember what this one is. Let's see. So I draw every single punk in my deck, basically. So let's bring out Blue Sky. With Blue Sky, I'm going to try to search. Get hit by the Ash, of course. Then I'll normal summon the Monster Search one. And actually make a Morning Star. So the thought process was to make a Morning Star, pitch out World Wand. World Wand would have searched for the level 7 World Legacy card, which I would have then been able to special summon, which would have then searched for World Legacy Successions, which would have allowed me to get back the Monster Search punk, which would have let me synchro into Baron DeFleur, and I would have had a Morning Star and Baron DeFleur on the board. But that Solemn Judgment really kind of got me good. Harpies, so that wasn't great. And that was a good Harpy Feather Duster because I would have been able to negate this Psy Reflector. He then goes ahead and special summons this Monster Reborn's my level 3 tuner, and he makes his own Baron DeFleur, which is a very, very strong card in this event. It's a very strong card, period, but when you only have one of every card, it's a little bit stronger than normal. Let's see, I go ahead and try to use... I actually did not expect him to negate that, really. I thought he was going to... If anything, I thought he was going to negate the Searcher, but... when I tried to normal summon and get a trap, he negated that. If he had not, I would have been able to make my own Baron DeFleur for his, but this point, it was just, he got me on that one. All that there was to it, that Solemn Judgment was extremely clutch. Extremely clutch. Alright, and in this next duel, let's see who we're playing against, or what deck we're playing against. Let's see. I've got a pretty good hand to deal with this. Or at least I thought. Dogmatica Punishment kind of messes my play up. I go on ahead and send out Bombard so I can still make at least a little bit of a play. Hit them for 17 and set Called By. Set it in one of these spell and trap card zone. I mean, not spell and trap card. Extra monster zone, so that if he does link summon, I'll still get him. He's playing a Fallen Albaz deck, but it's not the Despia regular deck, as you'll see. I don't know why he didn't fusion summon there, but he goes on ahead and uses the Dogmatica cards. I Call By the Grave his Entis, just because it was already going to destroy the card anyways. And then here comes this one. I don't know what they do. He gets his punishment back. Now I know what it is, and I have a Harpy, so obviously I'm not going to deal with it again. He enters battle phase instead of turning his Albaz to attack position. I'm not certain why, but hey, I will keep that 1800 life points if you don't want to take it from me. So here, I'm in good shape because this lets me search a trap card. So even though I'm about to get rid of the column that I could have set up, I'm going to be able to create one anyways. I'll set that down, special summon a Nightfall, activate Nightfall's effect to search, special summon the Blue Sky. Blue Sky is also going to allow me to search. And then here I decide, I was at first going to go into Baron, but knowing that this deck requires a whole bunch of big monsters, I've gone ahead to decide Crimson Blader is the way that I want to go. And then I'm going to make a Den Girsu if he had allowed me to finish playing through my turn. After I made the Den Girsu, I would have sent one away. Then Crimson Blader attacked, da 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 da. But that's that play, and that's how all three engines just work together that way. Just literally piggyback off of each other. It's really, really awesome, actually. Let's see. Even a hand like this, we're gonna Ash Blossom. He's playing some form of Zodiac Tri-Brigade. No doubt that he would have gone to Fractal and gone through all those plays, so glad we were able to deal with that. Here, I'm going to Regeki, and I'm going to use this along with the Harporer to search out the one to search a monster. Here, I'm going to search for the fusion card, and he already sees the writing. With that, I would have searched for the fusion monster, special summoned the fusion, banished or attributed it, special summoned the trap monster, and the spell one used the trap one to get the destruction trap, I think, because I had the World Legacy negate trap already, so used the destruction, or would have searched the destruction trap, would have made the level 11 synchro with the Indigo Eclipse that I had. Then I would have gone through some Orcus plays to get the OTK. And that's all just because that level 8 allows me to ditch out Harporer. And Harporer with a special summon, then Girsu, Magnite Girsu, and just clicks together. This one here, I'm pretty... Nope. I would have been wrong had I continued this in it. So I was going to search or special summon. He negates that, so I'm kind of dead in my tracks right now. He sets up a play that I don't particularly want to deal with. I think that he has a double board wipe Zeus after he does this play. So he has a double board wipe Zeus, and he has not given me any columns to play in. So I'll go ahead and Kaiju, special summon, and I'll make a Morningstar here with a good opportunity for me to make a Baron de Fleur, because this play goes on pretty long. I know that. But because of the way that the columns are set up, he can't get over my Morningstar. So the plan was to search for the level 7 World Legacy, as I had already told y'all to play before. Set this just to set up another column for when I do draw one of my Magnites. And here I'm able to get a monster search, so I use that to special summon the punk trap thing. Then I'll make a Lib the Keyblade Master. Get hit with Maxi, which is pretty annoying. And we're already in a stalemate, so either he is not trying to go off until he can OTK, or he has nothing. So I'm not going to give him anything extra. His Twin Twister here is actually really strong. And it ends up being that he's playing Ancient Warriors. So I don't know why he does this. Actually, I probably would have lost this match. Maybe, I don't know what I would have drawn next. But he attacks and then he negates each one of his attacks. Like, I don't understand what that was, what he was doing, because he should have hit me for 5,000 damage right there. But hey, I will take the win and I will take the gems. So I guess it really would have depended on my next draw about that particular match, but hey. Anytime I open up with Purple Nightfall, I feel pretty good about my hand. Um, he makes a window which cannot be destroyed by card effects, and I'll only be able to special summon once. Okay. Um, and then he searches that fusion thing. I'm 90% sure that I'm gonna, yeah, Kaiju his window so that I can try to use Purple Nightfall. Purple Nightfall is successful, but Blue Sky is the one that's going to get stopped here. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I would have stopped Purple Nightfall because it keeps coming back each turn, and I wouldn't have been able to even get the Blue Sky without it. Here I'm going to Regeki because I don't have any better play anyways, really. And then I'll set the Droplet. He actually ends up making a somewhat oppressive board on his next turn. Well, maybe not necessarily oppressive, but I'll end up using that Droplet to win the game. I don't know why he particularly did that fusion play, but he has now a Monster Negate, and actually two Monster Negates. Monster Negate for anything that I summon, and then a Monster Negate for any link or extra deck play I make. So again, he doesn't stop the Nightfall. I know that the thought is that he could have, if he would have done it, I would attribute the monster. But when I activated Nightfall's effect targeting myself is when he could have done that, and I wouldn't have been able to get its effect off. So he thought, I mean, I had the Droplet, but he doesn't know that. Now he does. So I used the Droplet with Babel and Ash to get both of them. And then it's time to go on ahead and start my, what's his face plays. Now here, I don't believe that I have Link Spider in the deck yet. So obviously the play that I would have made is a little bit different, but I still have the resources that I need to make this play just a little bit more of a questionable play. So I'm going to go ahead into Dengirsu because I want to get rid of the fill spell. I know that the fill spell will return, special summon something from the graveyard, one of the decks, level 8 fusion monster. And then now it's time for Borrelsword with an IP Masquerena, so I don't have to deal with too much of anything extra. To kill it can't be destroyed by card effects, and it cannot be destroyed by battle as long as its effect is not negated. So this construct means nothing to me. But I do have to use my effect for something. I'm not 100% sure. I think that I thought I could use the cut its life points effect, so I think I misplayed on that one by choosing yes. Anyways, Vermilion, I'm going to pop his face down, and this thing right here just keeps on special summoning itself. So it saved him this turn. He gets to do another fusion summon, and here I turn off my toggle, and I forget to turn it back on, but it actually ends up being the correct play. Oh, he does Danger Moth, and I don't have a choice but to get rid of what I draw. Helps me out anyways. I let them two crash, and then at this point, now the monster that he has on the thing is the one that keeps recurring to save his life, so can't really do anything during this turn. I'll just use my World Legacy World 1, special summon a symbol, and attack for game. If he would have had something else, then obviously I would have just turned symbol to defense with Borrelsword and then ran over that. So that was that play. That was that deck. And it's just anytime I can get to Blue Sky or to Purple Nightfall, I feel like I have a huge chance of winning that match. This one is okay. He does not make Makaba. I don't know why. I can't understand why, but he doesn't make Makaba. So that makes things easier for me. I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 cards, and that's going to allow me to get into my Purple Nightfall, and it lets me draw this, which is absolutely no benefit other than being an extra name in my deck. But I'm pretty sure it goes into a what's the space? Bottomless isn't going to do anything against Nightfall, so now I'm going to set another monster. Set another column. He solemn warnings that. So now I should be able to get my search in with Blue Sky. I'm going to synchro into my Crimson Blader here so that he cannot invocation me next turn. And then I'm going to start to go into my Orcus Plays, or attempt to go into Orcus Plays, but he's not going to allow me to. He's going to go ahead and surrender there. I have no clue why he didn't make Mekaba there. But if everything was the same and he did make Mekaba there, I had the Regeki. So even if I had Regeki, he had a spell card to save it. I still would have been able to do all the other plays as you saw them. So, don't know why he didn't do it. He or she didn't do it, but the end result was still the same. All right, so this is a loss here. Let's see, what am I playing against? Oh, this I lose because I misplayed fairly big. Amazing Nessie animation, by the way. Tomahawk. Tomahawk is made, and these tokens come out. Okay, so I decide to Nibiru here. I needed to wait until the 3 tokens came from the Auroradon before I Nibiru. Won't do that again, because now the 3 tokens hit the board. It's not the hugest deal, it's not like the worst situation, but it's annoying. So now it's time to just attack here. Set the Destruction Punk card and then a Call by the Grave. Second misplay is activating the Destruction on the Olion when there's a token, because it cannot be destroyed while there's a token. I could have done it on the Denlong, maybe. I don't know if that would have been a good play. I could have waited until the Baron de Fleur came out and made Baron de Fleur use this effect. Baron used it on Called by the Grave, so then I could have popped it now. So yeah, that was the absolute wrong time, obviously, to play it. He uses Eldritch to get rid of my Punk and hits me for 6,500. And this is the duel that made me realize the need for Link Spider, because Link Spider is not in the deck. I think I'd like to give myself credit for, and I don't know that I deserve it, but I think that maybe I could have one if I had Link Spider, because here he doesn't seem to have any type of play. Well, actually he does. No, I'm very wrong, but I would have been able to follow up. So I'm starting to do my Orcus plays, and he uses this to destroy it. Here, if I had Link Spider, I would have been able to make Link Spider, then I would have been able to use World Legacy Successions to special summon my Galatea back from the grave, then turned that into Dingirsu. Dingirsu is now the strongest, card on the board. And I don't remember what he draws into, if it's a spell or trap or something he can send to special. But even then, Dingirsu would have been able to protect itself, as well as the Forbidden Droplet would have allowed for me to protect Dingirsu. And I have the Nightmare in the grave, so I could have, even if he got rid of Girsu, I could have sent out a symbols on my next turn and recurred. Then Girsu sent the what's his face again. So yeah, this is the point where I realized Link Spider is necessary. So he's got me here. It's a good game on his part. He won, but I did make some big misplays, and I was missing something that was necessary in order for me to take the wins that I needed. All right, and then here we got our next duel. So, in this duel, I am almost certain I Nibiru again. At this point, it feels like the right time to Nibiru. So, especially with Black Wings, I know he doesn't have very much of a follow-up after that. I have the Punk Fusion monster, so I go into that. Then I tribute that off, search for the other punks, get the level 8 and a trap card. I'm pretty sure the level 8 goes into a synchro summon for the level 11, which will allow me to return the token, gain 600 attack. Yeah. Alright, and then in this next duel, let's see what I'm playing against. I'm feeling really, really good about this duel here, because I have the blue sky in hand. Magical Meltdown. I'm pretty sure this guy does go into Mecha Buff this time. And I spend most of my turn trying to get him to use Mecha Buff so I can use triple tactics talents. I'm pretty certain. Without committing to a normal summon or something like that. Let's see how it goes. But that's my mindset here, trying to figure that out. Oh, I don't even have to. Imperm. Go ahead and get rid of the back row, or attempt to. He's going to Solemn Judgment. And at this point, I'm going to special summon the blue sky, set it up with the monster here so that he can't get rid of the search. Now I'm going to special summon Nightfall here, and then I see here, if I summon a Scrap Recycler, I can get my Mekk-Knight Girsu without using Nightfall. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And here we're going to set up the symbols in case I need it for next turn. Summon the Galatea. Galatea is going to search for the field spell, which will allow me to have quick effects. Then I'm going to make a Dingirsu, send his Mecha Butt to the grave, and I only have 4,000 life points to attack for, so he sees that that one is mine to win. Alright, so on to the next video here. Let's see. Who are we, what are we playing against this time? This is actually a pretty decent hand too, when you've got the Indigo Eclipse and the Teleport. I do have an opportunity to do something, but I don't know what to imperm here because I don't know these plays. So, I turn my toggle off right here because I'm not trying to, one, show that I have something to do, but also to slow down the duel here. And he is just summoning like crazy. So IP Masquerena would have been the card that I used. If he still had it on board during my standby phase, I would have used Imperm on IP so that he couldn't go into Avermax and or Nightmare Unicorn. But, so since I had to deal with an Avermax, here I am going to use Harpies and then chain Emergency Teleport and chain my Droplet. I really used Harpy so that I could chain Harpy Droplet to it so that I didn't just not get any type of use out of it. And I used both just because I didn't feel like paying too much attention to what Xcode Talker did. So here we've got Psychic Jumper. Psychic Jumper is just going to be a gateway into a Baron de Fleur. Baron de Fleur is going to pop and then attack. And here, someone can tell me if I wasted my Baron negate, because I believe that this actually negates completely. However, I didn't want to take a chance that it didn't negate its effect in the grave, so I went on ahead and chained, but I'm pretty sure I wasted it. Harpies was going to take it out anyway, so I didn't want to pay attention if I needed to stop it, so hey. Here comes some more plays to be done, and here I'm pretty sure I'm going to Nibiru, because my Nibiru will be stronger than whatever its token, its defense. And now we've simplified the game state down to top decking, and whoever is top decking with the strongest monster wins. And luckily for me, that's me so far. And what happens, he knows I'm playing Mech Knights, but I don't think that he's really too worried. He sets a card and he allows me to create a column. So I'm going to set Cloud by because I don't have any worry about any hand traps. And now I'm just going to special summon and attack for game. So I don't know what exactly he was trying to have, but he actually allowed me to get that game because he set that card and helped me create a column. Alright, and this is a 50 card deck, so I don't know what's going on, but he actually ends up with a diamond rank opening turn. He ends up with Grandmaster and with Baron de Fleur and a limit to one event. So that's kind of frustrating. And a set card, which I don't believe is Blackout, but it could be Blackout. Anyways, I am going to go ahead and imperm his Baron. So that's out of the way. And then I am going to Raigeki and clear up his board. We're going to search for the punk that lets me special summon. Send out the World Legacy that I don't want in my hand anyways. Fusion summon here. Tribute this off to get those two. That's going to get a trap. And at this point, I am going to make a lib. Lib is going to allow me to get World Legacy successions. Here, Monster Born, go ahead and synchro up. I feel like... Oh, I don't mess up. This is a weird deck. That's what happened. So I'm going to make the Amazing Punk Dragon. Make the Amazing Punk Dragon be able to attack twice because of the fusion being a material. And then the Xiamen, the punk monster searcher, gives him 600 extra attack. So this should have been game, but he is playing Numeron with this, so that ends the battle phase, which is kind of annoying. Here, he is going to activate Numeron Network, and I was waiting for him to enter battle phase before I decided to use Sunrise, but he makes Megaclops. Okay, that seems as good as any to activate that on. Cool. Now, Lib is still on the board, so I'm going to get Secret, and then I'm going to search for another trap by special summoning the Madame Spider with Amazing Dragon. And then we're going to try to attack again. I'll take 3,600 because he uses Dimension Wall. And here, he actually has game. He decides to activate Fallen of Albaz, and because he does that, I'm able to actually gain 1,800 life points. I say he has game because I only had... Oh wait, no I had... Never mind, he didn't have game. He had very close to game. I had 800 life points left. Okay, so that makes this a more understandable play. Because he could have just special summoned Pankratops and attacked my Keyblade Master, but that would have left me at 200 life points. Anyway, so I go ahead and I gain his 1,800. He attacks there. He activates this, and then when he decides he wants to use Pankratops, I'll use my Call by the Grave to negate that. And here, I actually use the I search for the Xiamen, and then I tribute it to special summon the level 8 monster and attack for game. If that didn't go through, something would have happened and I still would have had my battle phase. I had my World Legacy trap to special summon a monster, so I was good there as well. And then here is the final match that I have so far. And we are against... What are we against? Let's see. It's a 44 card deck. We're against a Phantom Knight deck that decided he wanted to discard Ash Blossom to get whatever he got. He discarded Ash Blossom to send Fogblade. I don't know. I don't know why I would have done that, but I actually end up having to play around it. He uses Maxi at the beginning of the draw phase, and he uses that Eldritch trap card thing to summon this thing. So I just Regeki the board and set a card. I let him get one draw because the payout is me having 2 monsters on board and a set up Harp Horror for my turn. I know he can't OTK me with 2 cards in hand, but this still ends up being a pretty good situation for him. He does his Eldritch plays. We know that he has an Eldritch trap card that destroys a card. We know that he has one that just returns a monster to 0 attack. And I don't know what his other 2 trap cards are. Here, I'm going to go on ahead and use my Gears 2 effect. He is going to activate the trap card to be able to have another zombie on the board so he can negate what play I've got. I'm trying to set up columns, so I thought that I was going to be able to get a good search off of that column. But he ends up using Golden Land Forever, negates, but because I sent out World Legacy World 1, I get to special summon my World Armor. World Armor is going to search and get me the secret emergency teleport here, and I'm ready to go into a Baron de Fleur from this play. Of course, I was going to search for a trap card, but he torrential tributes me before I can do that. So a normal summon my Psychic Jumper. He preemptively Golden Lands me. I don't know exactly why, but before anyone says anything, the outcome would have been the exact same, because I would have set a column or set a card into a column to special summon my Nightfall, my purple Nightfall. He would have then, if he had waited, he would have activated the Golden Land, and from there I would have tributed it off anyways. So he still would have had to hit my Psychic Jumper. So now I'm going to special summon my Red Moon Pop. I'm going to use the World Wand World Wand to actually special summon Girsu, send out another Orcus symbol, special summon here the Nightmare, go into Big Eye, take his Eldritch from him, use the Big Eye and the Girsu to go into Galatea. Galatea is slowly going to go into a Den Girsu. Den Girsu is going to add the World Wand back underneath it. No, excuse me. I chained the symbols so that I can special summon Girsu, and then I can put the symbols underneath Girsu, and then he scoops. He scooped then because he still had the Phantom Knight's Fogblade in his graveyard, so he would have been able to absorb an attack from there, but having 3 monsters, he wouldn't have been able to do anything. So that's the deck that I've been playing with. Those are the matches. If you guys have any suggestions, that would be pretty cool. Any feedback, anyone wants to play anything like that, love to duel anyone. So that's what I've been doing with this event. And again, just one final look at the deck for anyone who might have missed it. I think I put the deck in a different video, so check out the previous video to see the breakdown on the deck. All right, and I hope you guys enjoyed.